and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, a report waiting for us courtside with all the details on this standout season for MP.
Thank you, guys. This year we've seen him pile up 50-point performances again and again, and he set a record doing it. He now has the most 50-point games in a single season, another accolade for what's been a jaw-dropping season from him.
Yeah, he just makes it look easy, just pouring it in every night. And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
Well, if you ask me, MP has met his goal and then some when it comes to defeating top-level opponents. He has truly distinguished himself and his squad as a threat to anyone in this league. Considering what they've been able to do, many might just consider them the best of the best at the moment.
Now, New York starting five. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the center position. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Screen by Robinson. Inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Bridges. Brunson against Porter. Anunoby for three. Fires in the triple. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Milwaukee on D. They lead by 4. Now Bridges coming in off 12 points in his last outing. That shot wide open.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. Now let's check out the race for Rookie of the Year. These young stars now have a season behind them. So who stood out in this incredibly talented crowd? And you look at Jackson. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class. So it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Now here's Brunson. 33 points last game. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And with the All-Star break just behind his crib, everyone should be well-rested for every game.
Yeah, BA. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Milwaukee. Kuzma comes in for Rollins, and Cole Anthony subbed in for Porter Jr. New York also changing it up. Yabusele comes in for Hart, and Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against Cleveland played phenomenal. He had 63 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
We don't know if we'll be able to call MP a once-in-a-lifetime player just yet, but with the way things have gone for him, we might be able to do that soon enough.
Yeah, it would take a monumental fall-off for MP to not continue skyrocketing up the pantheon of players. The way he plays, the determination to improve and succeed, he is almost destined to be one of the best to ever play.
Here's Jackson. After the basket by New York, he drops it from range.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
For three, Bridges. It's Milwaukee with a rebound, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games, not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Bucks. Here from Milwaukee. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. McBride passes to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Back to McBride. Outside Brunson. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Jackson. And it's Rollins in a two-guard. That's the five on the floor for the Bucks. Brunson passes to Anunoby. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
OG Anunoby is 6'7" with a big-time frame. He's going to shake off some contact, folks.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. And so he hits both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half of basketball. Jackson gets the bucket. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
1:15 left in the second. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Guys, I checked in on MP's status for this game, and he will be available to play full minutes. But you may notice a change. The trainers have recommended that he wear a mask to prevent any further facial injury. But if you ask MP, he'll tell you he's just happy to get on the court. Back over to you.
Well, mask on or mask off, he's focused on the mission. Thanks.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Porter the pass to Jackson. Misses the one-handed jam. New York has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Bridges misses. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And that's good. Jackson for 3. Jackson's got 32 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters. Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Brunson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie, it was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched, Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie was...
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
They have played like they wanted.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Brunson. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Milwaukee in the lead. Turner passes to Jackson. Uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 34 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Brunson finds Bridges. Porter pulls it in.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And Giannis with the dunk.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 6-point game. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Fires top of the key, and Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Bridges outside. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Look at Brunson, tough in the lane.
Boy, that is nothing but pure basketball skill from Jalen Brunson. When he touches the paint, that craftiness comes into play.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
New York working the ball around now. Anunoby for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. On target from range. Jackson's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Brunson passes to Robinson. And here's Bridges. Back to Robinson. Brunson taking his time here. Up and over Porter. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Hart inside. Porter's there. Robinson on the wing. Bridges outside. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Hart. Fires for 3. New York again can't hit. All right, on the line we've got our insider Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Chums, thanks for the report. Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Turner, and Kuzma subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. McBride, he's checked in for New York.
What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Jackson outside. From the arc. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Launches the three. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Bridges outside. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Anunoby for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Anunoby's got 18.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Bridges outside. Fires the three. No good that time. And so it's Milwaukee, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Kyle Kuzma out there with Anthony. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And it's Clarkson missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Deflects the pass. Now here's Brunson. Clarkson outside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Anthony with a bucket. And the Bucks lead by 17. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Diawara. Clarkson for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Down low. Antetokounmpo outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Jackson's got 59 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside McBride. Pass to Robinson. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee leading by 17. Jackson for 3. Good. He hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Robinson, a screen on Anthony. Brunson finds Clarkson. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the lob. Brunson with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. The shot from 20 feet out. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson outside. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
A different good look for Milwaukee. Rollins, he's checked in for Kuzma. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anthony. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Robinson passes to Brunson. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. 13 points for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson, just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper? He's more.
Yet another bucket.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in the season.
Historically dominant. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era, but to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Outside Hart from outside the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Add this one to the win column. They're 57th of the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for primetime.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
And here's the fast break. Here's Rollins. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
For 3, Bridges. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time.
Jackson, the pass to Porter. On the wing, Porter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. To the middle. Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed.
Earlier today, your coach said the champions play like champions before becoming champions. No rings for tonight's win, obviously, but was your effort tonight, particularly on the glass, inspired by his words?
Oh yeah, coach is always right. Championships are built day by day, practice by practice. We want to approach every game with that energy, and when we do, good things happen. Enough good things happen, great things start happening. And that's what we're looking for, greatness every night.
Well on your way, MP.
Thank you.
B.A., over to you.
All right, thank you, Dominic. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Ms. Harkin.
A new look for you tonight, MP, but it didn't seem to hinder you too much. How much did the mask affect you, if at all?
You get used to it. It's no big deal, honestly. I want to actually take this moment to say something, though. Everybody watching the game tonight, you could see my mask, plain and clear, but everyone on this team is dealing with something. Family issues, health, the state of the world. So, props to my guys for working through it and being pros. and getting the job done, most importantly.
Thank you.
Love that too. Actually, one question about